Welcome to the Practical English Podcast. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here.
This is the podcast for people who want to feel more confident speaking English in everyday situations. We don't teach grammar rules or give you tests.
No, definitely not. We just have real, friendly conversations to help you get used to the sound of natural English. The more you listen, the more comfortable you'll feel.
Exactly. My name's Annie.
And I'm Sam. We're here to help you on your English learning journey.
We believe listening to conversations like this one is one of the best ways to improve.
It really is. And if you want to make sure you don't miss any of our future conversations, take a quick second to click the subscribe button. It's the easiest way to keep learning with us.
Yes, we'd love for you to join our community. So, Sam, what are we talking about today?
Today's topic is something I think almost every single English learner feels. It's all about building confidence when you speak.
That's such an important topic. It's so common, isn't it? You can read articles, you can watch movies in English,
Right? You understand a lot.
but when it's time to actually speak, you suddenly feel nervous or shy.
Exactly. You worry about making a mistake or that people won't understand you.
And we want to tell you that feeling is completely normal.
It really is. Every single person learning a new language has felt that way. You are not alone.
So today, we're going to share some simple, practical ideas to help you feel more comfortable and confident.
So, where should we start, Annie? What's the first step to feeling more confident?
I think the biggest thing to remember is that communication is more important than perfection.
Right, being perfect.
Yes, you don't need to have perfect grammar to have a good conversation. The goal is to connect with another person, to share an idea.
That's a great point. I think sometimes we get so stuck on using the right tense or the perfect word that we forget to just talk.
Exactly. And that leads to the next point, which is about mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes.
It's more than okay. It's how you learn.
Think about it. When a native English speaker hears a small grammar mistake, do they care?
Not at all. Honestly, we probably won't even notice it. We'll understand what you mean from the context of the conversation.
So please, don't let the fear of mistakes stop you from speaking. Every mistake is a step forward.
I definitely agree. I remember when I was trying to learn some Italian before a trip. I was in a small shop and I tried to ask for 200 grams of cheese, but instead of saying duetti, I confidently asked for duelletti, which means 2 beds.
Oh no, 2 beds of cheese. What did the shopkeeper do?
He just smiled, tilted his head, and said something in Italian. Then he held up 2 fingers and pointed to the cheese. I nodded, and we both just laughed. It was a funny, memorable moment, not a scary grammar test. He understood what I wanted despite my silly mistake. And I got my delicious cheese. It taught me that people are usually much kinder and more patient than we imagine. Okay, so don't worry about being perfect and embrace mistakes. That makes sense. But what's a practical way to start? It can feel like a big challenge.
I always suggest starting small. You don't have to start by having a deep philosophical conversation.
Right, no big debates.
Exactly. Start with simple, everyday interactions. When you buy a coffee, say, "Hello, how are you?" instead of just pointing.
That's a perfect example. Or asking a shop assistant where to find something. Excuse me, where is the milk? Small, low pressure conversation.
Yes, each small conversation is a small victory, and those small victories build real confidence over time. That's a great way to put it. I remember when I was learning Spanish, I would practice ordering my coffee every single day. The first time, my voice was shaking. I just pointed and said, "Café, por favor." But the next day, I managed to say, "Un café con leche, por favor." It was such a tiny thing, but it felt like a huge win.
I love that. Small victories. Another practical tip I have is to speak slowly.
Oh, that's a good one. Why do you think that helps?
Well, I think many learners feel rushed. They think they need to speak as fast as native speakers.
I can see that.
But when you rush, you're more likely to make mistakes and feel flustered. If you slow down, you give your brain more time to find the right words.
That makes so much sense. It gives you time to breathe, too. Speaking slowly and clearly is much better than speaking quickly and being misunderstood.
Right, clarity is the goal, not speed.
It reminds me of a presentation I had to give in French once. I was so nervous that I started speaking incredibly fast, trying to get it over with. My mind was racing ahead of my mouth, and I ended up stumbling over my words and forgetting key points. It was a mess. What about practicing? What if someone doesn't have anyone to practice with?
That's a great question. You can always practice by yourself.
Exactly.
You can speak out loud when you're alone. You can describe what you're doing. I am making a cup of tea. Now I am adding the milk. It sounds simple, but it really helps.
It gets your mouth used to forming the English words. It builds muscle memory. You could also read a short article or a page from a book out loud.
Yes, that's a fantastic way to practice pronunciation and rhythm without the pressure of a conversation.
Okay, one last big idea, and this one can really change the game.
I'm listening.
Try to think in English.
That is a big one. It's hard to do at first.
It is. Many learners think in their native language and then try to translate every sentence in their head before they speak.
Right, and that process is very slow and difficult.
It is. It creates a lot of pausing and hesitation. If you can start to think in English, even just simple thoughts, the words will come out much more naturally.
So, how do you start doing that?
Again, start small. When you wake up, think, it's a beautiful day. Or when you're walking, think, that's a tall building, or I see a blue car.
You're creating little English thoughts in your head, building a new habit.
Exactly. It connects your thoughts directly to English words without the extra step of translation. It takes time, but it makes a huge difference in your fluency and confidence.
Wow, those were some really helpful ideas, Annie.
There's also something else. Active listening is a superpower in conversations. When you focus on understanding the other person, it takes the pressure off of you to be a perfect speaker. You start asking more questions, which is a great low-stress way to participate. For instance, if you don't understand a word, you can simply ask, "What does that word mean?" It shows you're engaged and it helps you learn. I hope this was all useful. Let's do a quick recap. The main things to remember are focus on communication, not perfection.
Right, and remember that making mistakes is a normal part of learning.
Start with small, simple conversations to build your confidence step by step.
And speak slowly and clearly. There's no need to rush.
Don't forget to practice speaking out loud even when you're alone.
And finally, try to start thinking in English, even with just simple thoughts.
The most important thing is to be patient and kind to yourself. Learning a language is a journey.
Absolutely. A little bit of practice every day makes a big difference.
And that's what our podcast is all about, helping you get that little bit of practice in a fun, relaxed way. Each episode, we focus on a new, practical topic for everyday conversations.
Our goal is just to help you feel more confident using the English you already know.
And we want to talk about what's important to you. So if there is a specific topic or situation you'd like help with, please leave a comment under this video.
That's right. We read all the comments and will choose topics suggested by listeners for our future episodes. So let us know what you want to hear about.
Thank you so much for listening to the Practical English podcast today.
It was great to chat with you all. Don't forget to subscribe so you can join us for our next conversation.
Until next time, bye.
Goodbye, everyone.